This almost 100 years young, I should say, female patient. Yes, you heard me correctly. Almost 100 years young. Female patient was referred to me for endodontic treatment of this calcified tooth number 12. Poor little lady, she was in pain. But look, she's almost 100 years old. She pretty much has all her teeth. Porcelain crown on the tooth is about 5 years old. Look at that recurrent decay under the porcelain crown. Again, you can see calcified canals. Of course, she's almost 100 years old. Of course, the canals are calcified. And a periapical lucency. As I said, she had pain. Tooth has had Miller class 2 mobility, percussion, palpation, tender, probings 2 to 3 millimeters all around. So I discussed options with the patient and her daughter, and they both wanted to try to save the tooth. I said, I can't even guarantee I can do the root canal. They said they didn't want to lose her to lose the tooth. She said she didn't want to lose the tooth. She wanted me to try. And I said, okay. I put her as my last patient because I knew she would probably have a hard time, keeping her mouth open and all of that stuff, and being on her back for half an hour or maybe longer. I expected it to be an hour or maybe longer for me to be able to locate the canals. As you can see, 2 roots, 1 and 2 periapical lucency, recurrent caries. So she came in today as my last patient. I went ahead and anesthetized the tooth, of course, put the rubber dam on, put a child size bite block in, and went through the porcelain crown, cleaned out the recurrent caries there, and lo and behold, take a look. Here's the post-op. I was able to locate these canals, these calcified canals, and took us about half an hour from start to finish. And she did so well. I mean, she was moving a little bit, and she said after we removed the rubber dam and everything and bite block, and she said the reason was because of her shoulders. Her shoulders were hurting. I mean, she's almost 100 years old, of course. But we kept constantly asking her during the treatment if she was okay, and she would give us a thumbs up that she was okay, and we made sure that she was very comfortable. Anyways, everything went beautifully. As you can see, we temporized the tooth and referred her back to her dentist for the permanent restoration.